It's horrific, isn't it? You should feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. Nobody should ever have to witness their father being assassinated in front of hundreds. So yes, you should feel sorry for Charlie Kirk, but only if he gave an ounce of sympathy for the thousands of Palestinians assassinated daily in equally brutal and even gruesome manners.
I find it very hard to sympathize at all with a group that decided to attack another civilian force of babies and girls and then play the victim.
I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage, but
it's called war, okay? And in war, sometimes bad things happen.
Because if your sympathy begins and ends with Charlie Kirk, then what you really care about isn't life, but a man who dedicated his life to insulting and defending death and misery itself upon others.
If you're going to all of a sudden attack Jews on their holiest day of the interior of Israel, expect a whirlwind and don't complain about it when it comes forward.
What you trying to say?
I don't think the place exists.
What?
Because it doesn't. It's called Judea and Samaria. It's not called Palestine.
A man who showed zero sympathy with the assassinations of an entire people, making excuse after excuse.
Everyone has a right to exist. Show me where it is. It's a non-existent place.
A man in direct communication with the war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu, a man who had taken a trip around Israel, parading the Israeli flag outside of occupied mosques. He says that the deaths of women and children in Gaza are the fault of Hamas, not Israel, and that they are to blame.
So no, he wasn't the Abraham of our times.
Charlie Kirk was the Abraham of our times.
No, he wasn't the Martin Luther King of our time.
That somebody assassinated the equivalent of Martin Luther King Jr.
So Muhammad, the greatest man ever to live, the greatest example, was a warlord who married a 6-year-old, raped her when she was 9. Think like Jeffrey Epstein with a standing army.
Now, killing him in cold blood was utterly wrong and deplorable, and the person who did this should be punished severely. However, to portray him as this savior, as this hero and a martyr, is also ridiculous.